So as I was saying,
And we're back.
furries wild dogging is a good idea.
We're back.
Yeah, straight into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after that intro.
Sentence. Yeah.
That intro with the headset is so much better. Like that was a fun.
Hello,
We
hello.
we all have a little dance, so because Andy and I can see everyone along the bottom of the screen, and literally you guys kind of watch
Everyone's like
just like bopping away at the start.
Yeah, I just got into that right at the end there.
Yeah.
I usually start
So-
gurning on the intro music.
As long as someone doesn't start twerking or like proper hip thrusting, I think I'll be
Remove
doing
their
that next
clothes
week
in
now.
30 seconds.
Oh, good evening. Welcome to the show. Hello, Punish One. Hi, Punish One. Hi, Marky Mark, Stuart, Landnav Challenge, Kenny, Pegasus, Harry, Stephen, Danny, Rage. Hello, and also hello to everyone catching up as well. We very rarely
Hello
say
to you.
hello to you. So if you are
'Cause it's
catching up on the
pointless.
show,
the catching up.
Is
Of course it is. They know it's not live, is it?
no, we're just saying
say
hello.
hello to them.
We still hello to them. We don't have to be completely rude, do we?
I'm
Thank
not
you
saying
for
hello
listening
to listener
Yeah.
beggars.
If you're catching up, your attendance is completely pointless.
Yeah.
Yes. The
But thank you
moment
for
has
listening
passed.
to us on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, Sunday.
Mhm. All them
We're
other
joined
days.
tonight by Billy from Tactical Doodles. Billy, do you want to just introduce yourself so that we can all familiarise ourselves? Billy is basically one of the nicest people that I personally know. I
No,
like.
let's roll it back a little bit.
No, you are. You
Statement
are.
to make, yeah.
I love you.
Can I have my free teching mat now, Billy? I said it live.
It's coming. We're working on it. Well, I'm just Billy and I draw on an iPad basically. That's and then now it's sort of snowballed into this, and it's nice. It's still like stressful but fun at the same time. So, and getting to meet all of you guys is just like a cherry on the top. So I get to do like a dream job and meet great people at the same time. So it's been really fun so far.
Love it.
So I'm just riding it until I have to go back to a 9 till 5. We'll see.
Who
Yeah,
needs
don't do
9 to
that.
5?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's cool. If anyone's not aware of Billy, you can go and check out some of his stuff on his. I can't actually point to his Instagram at @tactical_doodles. While we're talking
Yeah,
through,
it's
so that's
wicked.
tactical spelled TACTICOO _tactical_doodles.
Yeah. It spells it funny.
But do it after
Yeah.
the show if it's on the device that you're listening to us to.
Yes, don't do it
Yeah.
during.
Don't do it just yet.
If should we do some news?
Yeah, can do. Lance is back. Hooray!
Oh, that ruined what I was going to do.
Oh, no.
Hang on.
I pick my gun and I go pew 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 pew.
News.
I'm back. I'm fucking sick of it.
Seamless. Seamless, that was.
Was it Thames Valley Television shit news, wasn't it? That's it.
Yeah.
Hang on, where's the happy news? There's happy news. That's what we like.
Hey.
I'm back. Hello.
Right, so in the news this week, we've had more examples of people being absolute cockwombles with their airsoft guns.
Yay.
Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do that.
I think
I
there's
heard you
another
read out
example
my
near
one
Bristol.
I found last week,
Yes, we did. Yeah.
and this knobber was in a park in Bristol. I heard this week.
Yes. So
Yeah.
It's going to ruin
if
it.
you know
Bristol.
someone that owns an airsoft gun that
Probably shouldn't have one.
does stuff like that, just have a word.
Have a word. Send him to speak to us. We will
Yes.
have words.
Or sending around Rage. I thought we should do. We should make Rage like a rehabilitation officer for knobbers of airsoft, and they have to go and spend a weekend with
Hello,
Rage.
I'm
in
Officer
woods.
Rage.
Yeah.
I'm Officer
Can we
Rage.
get him like
I
a-
see
can
you're
we get him
wearing
a van?
Crocs. Yes, don't walk
dear.
around in public with airsoft guns. It's pretty stupid.
Yes.
Stupid thing to
Yeah.
do.
I don't even
do
like
that.
taking them out of the van just to the workshop. Like
It's-
I scurry in
innit?
there like I'm doing something wrong. So it's
Yeah.
keep them in the bags.
Even unloading my car outside my house, I literally just sort of bump up on the pavement, so like the boots like at the front door, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight in.
Yeah,
Carrying
really
weight.
inconspicuous lance. Good on you.
Yeah.
I think if I carry more, I can get in
Fucking
there
ammo
quicker,
cans
and
coming out, just slinging it from the front door. Dogs going berserk.
See, that's the only thing. Like with the PKM, I literally cannot find a bag to fit it in. So I put a bag over like the first half,
oh no, that looks
and then
worse.
just kind of carry it through.
You should roll it in a
Like
rug.
bag.
I'll roll it in a carpet and put it over your shoulder.
that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
even worse.
Put a bed sheet over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like all my neighbours know that I do it. I've spoken to them, and I think that's half of it as well. If you think that you've got a neighbour or something that's going to get concerned,
Just let them know that you're
be a
odd.
friendly neighbour and just say, look, this is what I do. There's nothing illegal about it. If you want to come over and have a look, you're more than welcome to.
That's what I found mostly. It's
Yeah.
I
Come
just
in my
wanna-
loft.
Yeah,
Yeah. Welcome to the neighbourhood. Come to my house.
Come to my
I
house
actually
to
did
sit in my
this, or something not too similar. So I had my Mark 46 delivered, and it got given to a couple of people across the street in their house because I wasn't in at the time. So I kind of went round and making light conversation, and then it just sort of came up about airsoft, and he went, "Oh yeah, I do a bit of airsoft thing." I was like, "Really? You'll never guess what you're holding at the moment." And then he was like, "Oh," and we had this kind of like, I felt quite a nice little moment between the two of us, like we're sharing passions about hobby. And he goes, "Oh, come into my garage for a second. This isn't going to turn into a weird story, by the way, just to
Yeah,
Then
Then I
get your
saw
bum
his
out,
furry
did you?
costume.
He said, "Oh, come into my garage," and he's got this proper range set up. So he's got this like, he's got his garage, and he's extended out the back of his garage, and he's got this good, maybe 20-30 meter range that he's set up from his garage out. I was like, "Oh, this is amazing!" And so I invited him around my house when David and I were prepping for a MilSim, and he kind of just sat in my living room in utter disgust.
Terror?
Like, it just, well, yeah, basically, because I think he just thought we were like terrorists or something like that. Because we've literally just got kit everywhere.
Love it. That's why I love my little MP9. That's my favorite gun. When anyone's not used airsoft guns before, you just load up a mag and just like, you tell them how to do it properly, but just hold the trigger down and their face.
Smile. Here you go.
Yeah, instant smile, and they're hooked.
Fair play.
But
Nice.
I've got to get more mags for that. It's just they're worth more than the gun these days, aren't they? It's
Yeah.
Well, we had a new
Painful.
internet line fitted, and the PKM was just leaning up against the wall. And he walked in. I went, "Oh, I'll just move that for you." I picked it up, put it to one side, and then was like,
Don't
"Oh,
touch that.
I better explain." that that's
yeah,
not
I would
real.
explain. Yeah,
He did a really good job, really tidied up after himself and everything.
yeah,
Yeah, fucking right at all.
he was on time.
Yeah. So I've also had a bit of bad news, or not bad news. Well, yeah, it is bad news that I've noticed is more people test firing in their back gardens without iPro on. Like we say it every couple of months, just wear iPro, don't be a tool. All it needs is a ricochet off of something hard, and that comes straight back at you, and that's your eye gone. Just if you've got a magazine in that's got ammo and you put it in your gun, just have iPro. Even if the safety's on, just have it on. Just put
Definitely.
iPro on.
Simples.
It's not hard. I generally don't understand how people don't put the two and two together. Oh, I'm in my back garden, so I'm safe. What? You've got magical force field around your eyes as soon as you enter your own property. Stop
That's
doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Must be
I'm
careful.
not going out without mouth protection either after the Defiant event at Longmoor and that lad's tooth, the front tooth. Seeing it in person, like you see it on the internet, you see like BB stuck in noses and stuff, and it's like, yeah, never happened. And then this lad's got front tooth missing, and it's right there, and you're like, okay, yeah,
That's the trouble.
not
I
never
tell
again.
people all the time, don't fucking smile.
No,
Airsoft
yeah.
is not for smiling about. People
I always find myself. Yeah.
Oh.
I can't help it. I'm having such a good time. Like they see my teeth before they see my face. I'm just like, sorry.
So you saying that if I can play airsoft, not smile, and just keep my eyes closed and not have to wear any sort of
Yeah.
No, not with your eyes. No, keep your eyes open.
No, keep eyes open.
As long as you
glass
Keep your
closed,
eye throat.
but
You
mouth
squint
closed.
your eyes. Yeah.
Or at
Yeah,
least play
PPE.
like don't show kids
Yeah.
your teeth.
oh.
Just try like this.
No, it's
Yeah.
definite for sure. I got some block tactical goggles. I know everyone has their favorites, but I'm a sweaty bugger running around, and I've had good luck with them so far. So
Fair play,
They're
nice. I'm not tried
Yeah,
it yet.
Yeah, I need to get myself some.
I recommend.
I'll
Yeah,
find
so
that.
far anyway. I mean, they've been good. They come with free lenses, so If
I
one
want to see
burns
Mike in these airframes. I've heard he looks awesome, so I do want to.
I don't have a pair. I've only borrowed someone else's
borrowed a
temporarily just to try them on. Yeah.
I heard you looked awesome.
Yeah.
So I want to see that.
Thanks,
I
mate.
just want to bring up what South Hearts Airsoft has said as well quickly. Make sure that BBs don't leave the boundary of your property and have a good backstop. Now, some of you may remember this story.
You with a catcher's mitt on just at the end of the garden.
So when I first
just have to dive away
Airsoft-
quickly because I've got a childcare thing. Hang on, I will be back.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, like a meeting or something.
Yeah. When I first started Airsoft, I had a bush at the back garden and was shooting into the bush, not thinking anything of it. A couple of weeks later, the person who lives behind me knocked on my door and said, "You got a BB gun?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Do you want to come around and have a look?" And I'd obliterated a rotten fence panel that was behind the bush.
No.
Oh shit!
Covered his back garden in fence panel and BBs. It took me 2 days to clear it all up and replace the fence.
Fair
I
play.
was like, "I'm really sorry. Generally thought I was just hitting the bush."
Yeah, I've definitely been there. I've got a similar story, but it was filling up the neighbour's garden after they were bouncing off of what I thought was catching everything, and they came around and said the same thing. Like, I don't mind you doing it, but you're filling up my bird bath with BBs. So
sorry.
get it back in.
I've got one. It wasn't airsoft, right? It was actually like a air rifle, like a pellet gun.
Yeah.
And me and my cousin were setting the scope up in his garden. So we had it was like 22mm thick sheet of ply leaning up against. Well, it was just leaning at the end of the garden. He was like, "Oh, we use that." Just stuck a target on it. We must have put about 60 pellets through this board, and little did we know that his dad's brand new barbecue was directly behind the ply sheet in under a black cover, so we didn't actually see it. And then he took the board down, and I've never seen the colour drain from someone's face so quickly in all my life. I thought he was going to fucking like disappear in front of my eyes, and it literally absolutely obliterated. It went through this 20. I mean, this must have been massively overpowered. I'm glad we didn't take it out anywhere, but it went through this 22mm ply, through the cover of the barbecue, through like the metal hood bit, and it just fucking destroyed it. Like all the thermometer and all the
he had a smoker now instead of a barbecue.
It was just smashed, mate. It was like, might as well just be a colander on wheels.
Yeah,
fucking travesty.
Little fire pit for the garden now.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my god, you're in so much trouble." He's like, "Hey, were you shooting it too?" I was like, "Yeah, it's your gun, mate. It's nothing to do with me. Fucking, I'm gone later."
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunate.
Nah.
Yeah, so that's kind of all the news that I've picked up over the week, unless you guys have picked up anything.
Not really airsofty. I haven't been airsofty. I've been clay pigeon shooting. I got 2 clays with 1 round as well.
I saw the video. That was
good,
man. How
was
it?
I was good. It was really good. Yeah, and he said even the guy got a nice compliment from the guy and said who was running the shoot, the simulated shoot. He just said, for someone who hasn't got a shotgun license and doesn't do it very often, although I do it like a couple of 3 or 4 times a year. He said, really recommend you take it up. He said, because you've got quite a natural eye for shooting. And I was like, yeah, happy days, mate.
Yeah, good day out for us all as well, wouldn't it? We'll have to,
mate,
it's like a stag do day, isn't it?
I know, I know it sounds stupid, but shooting a shotgun and shooting a BB gun or an airsoft weapon is kind of similar because you still have to lead your shot.
Yeah, for sure. As well. Absolutely.
That would be like the main similarity. In regards
to the fucking bruises I had across my shoulder afterwards. Because like you shoot when you're doing it socially, like me and Kenny or Bert and a couple of lads on the private site, we'll blap a couple of clay sort of thing. You do like half a dozen, then you have 20 minutes of chatting or whatnot, and then you go back and do another couple. This was like 50 clays and like within an hour, and I was just like, oh my god, it's fucking really hurting now.
Yeah, I haven't done it as an adult. I've done it as a kid. My uncle took us with a single barrel little kid's shotgun, and that was great fun. I remember it, but it didn't have no real playing with anything. Done black powder, which I thought would kick a lot more because of the big plume that comes out the front. It kind of looks like it's a bit brutal, but it gave you a bit of a knock. But that was good fun as well, just to see.
Yeah, I'd love to fire a proper black powder rifle.
Flint musket sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, this is it. He had a load of. They had pistol days as well, and I was like, I really want to do that, and they were like, oh, you'll know a black powder like pistol shooter because they'll be missing like a finger or something, and it's like, okay, I don't really want to play with them anymore. Like I'll just watch from a distance. Yeah,
they wave like that. Yo,
My G.
Like, okay. You get like shrapnel from the caps like coming down, like it peppers all your hand, but it was it was a brilliant day. Like really good.
That's
fun.
where the whole sideburns come from, wasn't it? Back
Yeah.
for the flintlock muskets, it's to stop them burning the cheeks. So they used to grow the sideburns really low and long
Oh, okay.
to stop.
Yeah.
So when they held the musket, when the flash came back, it burnt the hair and not the face, and that's where the sideburns come from. That's what.
Oh, wicked! It makes sense.
Yeah. There you go.
Learning something. Love it.
Learning all the things, mate. But, anyway, are we done with news? Do you reckon? Is that
I think
news?
so.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a rant. I don't have Mike's got the pew 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 pew.
Well, that's that then.
So I'll just do that.
I've changed my background now, so it's
Oh,
done.
I'm missing out on all the cool sound effects.
Yeah.
when he comes back, once he's come back from his childcare meeting, he'll overdose you, mate, on sound effects. Don't worry, it's coming.
It's much better,
Yeah.
I normally just listen with my speakers, but it definitely headset.
Oh, it's a whole other dimension, mate.
Yeah.
It's a gateway to another universe when you've got a headset on. So, Bill, let's start from the very beginning. Like your first sort of like integration into the airsoft world. Right? You know, how did airsoft come about for you, or how was you introduced into it, or whatnot?
Yeah, I played years ago, just your like normal skirmish up at Worthing, which I met a lot of the guys from. So James from Defiant, he was a marshal when I was playing. That's how I sort of know him as well. But that was fun meeting him again at the at your boys event. But playing back then, just your normal skirmish, got fully hooked on it, and then. Facebook, I was actually like trading a lot of guns and buying and selling and getting to play with all the toys through trading on Facebook. They took that away. I ended up going into mountain biking and sort of lost the hobby for a while. Just couldn't afford to keep two expensive hobbies. So, and then luckily enough, and like thankfully enough, with the nature of this venture, it sort of rekindled it. The bike broke and I was like, right, let's just go for it. And then there was intro to MilSim, perfect timing, and Kenny had some events on with the snipers, so I managed to sort of come down there and just help out and meet you guys. And that was, or I say help out, I mean, I was just walking around with Kenny talking, so there was no credit. I don't want to take no credit for anything, but it was fun. I had water on me if someone needed it, but it was because that was a hot day. That was
that was burning hot. That the first sniper ops. Was it Empire Rising?
Yeah, that was killer.
Mega. Yeah,
and like
that was
like Kenny's just giving me a show of the site, because that is a beautiful site and it's a little slice of paradise there, especially the off bounds bit. That's just amazing. But it was just like trudging through, and every now and then you just see like a bush Wookiee running along, and he's just like stuffing a bit of Haribo in his mouth, and that's it, and off again. And I'm like,
disappears again.
Yeah, I've done like 4 liters of water, and it's not even midday yet, and I'm just walking the site like.
Yeah, no, fair play.
No, and then so that's just sort of led to now. Really, it's I'm just looking forward to doing as many of these events. I like a skirmish day, but I really do like the events. That's been, especially like the Longmore event. That was my last one I just done with Defiant. That opened a whole new experience. So I want to get to as more of those type events. But yeah, the intro to MilSim, I'm hoping to get on the next one, because that's especially like the car bits and bobs you've been talking about.
This one's going to be mega, mate. We're excited for the next one that's coming up in August.
Yeah, I'm going to buy exactly. I'm buying my ticket. It's just the bit of family, maybe some family stuff. So it just might have to be, hopefully, fingers crossed, should be good. But
it'd be wicked to have you along there, mate.
Yeah, proper looking forward to it, and going up to actually play on that site, because walking around it on the weekend just gone, that was like, I didn't get to play, but it was just great, and everyone seemed really friendly. All the marshals that, like, as a couple of the guys were outside our little tent, and they were there pretty much all day, so we just got to chat with those, and they were all really cool dudes. One of the marshals is doing some merch stuff with me and Kenny, so that should be fun. That was fun.
Good stuff. Cool.
Yeah, because we'd actually I've been talking to him privately for a couple of months, and then Kenny connected with him as well, and we were both like, oh, we've got a guy, and then they were like, no, I've got a guy, so we're like, oh, damn it, we're gonna have to figure it out, and then it ended up being the same guy. So it was just
Danny. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, it's so got to meet him, and that was really fun, because that's especially doing these events.
So Danny is now the filling in a Kenny Bill sandwich.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
You'll love that.
all
over that. That's got to go on a cup.
And he's killing it as well. He's making some really cool stuff. So I'm really excited
definitely.
to work with him. Yeah, because it's that's been the goal. Because a lot of my clients have been in America, which is great. But it's really fun to be able to actually like face to face. Because I get it a lot with like working with either a shooting range or a shooting shop in America. They say like, come down if you're ever in the area, just pop down and shoot it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I've just drawn.
Yeah,
Exactly. And I'm like,
just
oh,
over.
Fucking popped out, man.
yeah. I write them in my little diary. I've got a diary, so I'm keeping them. I'm going to hopefully one day just bowl in there and be like, do you remember when you said this like 5 years ago? I'm finally here. Like, can I shoot it? But we got to keep grinding. We'll get there one day. It's
Definitely, mate. No, fair play.
yeah, and get hands on with some real firearms. That's the biggest dream for all of this, because it's just sort of looking at them all day, and I'm still not sick. 3 years later, I'm still not sick of drawing them, so I'm hoping to definitely shoot some one day. That would be fun.
Nice. Where did the whole drawing sort of talent or the interest come from, develop into sort of tactical doodles? But have you always been like a keen sort of cartoonist or drawer and sketching?
Yeah.
Like that?
Was Simpsons, like, trying to copy those and draw them myself, but then it wasn't very cool at school to do art, was it? So I didn't really follow it. I had sort of lost it, and then luckily the iPad. I had an old iPad, and then at the car boot got one of the pens for it. So I was like, I'll give it a go. Some of my Xbox mates were showed them some of the drawings, and it was like Rainbow Six with my versions and stuff, and they were like, this is cool, done Bart Simpson with gear on. And then they just sort of said, like, you got to do something with this. And I'm not taking credit for the tactical word. That was just, that came up, and then it kind of rhymed with doodles, and it clicked, and then that was it. I just sort of made the page, and it just turned into this. I got very lucky with the algorithm, and it was at a time when they weren't as bad, but it's hard now. Yeah. But it wouldn't be fun if it was easy with it. So we just got to keep pushing. But I'm trying to figure out. I've got some fun projects. I got a workshop here, and then doing some actual art again. Pick up the old the paintbrushes and all that fun stuff.
Lovely.
He's
Very
back.
Nice too, sir. He's back. How was the meeting?
How's the mother's meeting?
She's currently asleep on the floor. So
Who?
Right there, literally there.
Well, literally there.
Literally there. Literally right there.
Oh, be quiet.
Yeah,
Oh no, it's in his ear.
Whisper mode now.
Yeah. No, that's fine. You're all right.
Can you hear us, Andy? Can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Sorry, apologies. I had to duck out. She's not been sleeping very well. But did we wish? I've completely through. Danny, congratulations.
No, not yet.
Sorry, about this is going back to the news. Danny basically had a baby boy, and his name is Archie, and both mum and baby are doing great.
Are we allowed to say it now?
Yeah, he sent me a message.
I hope so.
I was like,
you were message.
Last I read, I was like,
don't mention nothing. Okay, no worries.
And then Mike goes, do you know what?
These two are both looking at me like, what are you doing?
Oh, fucking hell, he's done it again.
That's what he said. Is there any other news? And I was like, no, there's no other news.
Yeah, no news.
Yeah, congratulations, Danny.
Yeah,
congratulations, you wonderful,
Danny,
lovely.
I would say congratulations to your missus as well, but she's probably not want to watch.
Yeah. You are going to make sick parents.
Gangster, big G parents, my guy. Grown man.
I've only known him a little while, and he's hilarious. So I think it's going to be fun.
Daddy, love you,
mate, you're going to smash it.
Yeah, boy. Cool.
Right, apologies, I didn't mean to interrupt. Where have we got to? Because I literally haven't been
done Billy's birth.
Yeah.
I'm just about to leave. That's it. I've wrapped up.
Conception, we went through.
Favorite snack. What else did we do? All the good things, all those good interview questions that we have listed. No, we just done like your discovery of Airsoft, how you got into it, and then obviously the formation of sort of tactical doodles in essence, and where the sketching come from. I draw quite a mean Homer Simpson, by the way, profile.
Yeah.
I'll take a picture after and send it to you, Bill. See what you can do. So you can do something with it. You can have it for free. Don't worry about it.
Kenny from South Park. Yeah, he used to be my go-to. When someone hears you can draw a character or something, I'm like, okay, like circle, your eyes, like, and they're like, oh my god, it looks just like him.
My artistic talent is that I can draw the S with lines.
Yeah,
do you remember the old every school book? Every
fucking school
book. Was it 6 lines, then a dot at the bottom and the top, and you link them?
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, nice.
And then you could like do swirls and stuff at the end. Yeah,
Gangster.
that's my talent.
Good play.
Well, mine's all digital now. I try drawing with a pen and paper now, and it's like my little cousin. She wants like a castle or something, and it looks like a marshmallow melting in the sun. Like I'm just like, damn it! And I'm touching the paper to try and like reverse what I've drawn. Like I'm like, no. So it's
just holding a pen and paper upside down.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what is this caveman tool you've given me?
Do you know what? The
Ooh.
one thing that I would love to see you do, Billy, on your Instagram,
Yep.
is like, I don't know if you've seen some of the other people where they record themselves like over their shoulder.
I need to
doing from like a plain
That'd be cool.
iPad
Yeah.
to you like doing some more and then like
like a time lapse.
cut it, yeah, like a time lapse sort of. I think
They're
that
doing
looks so
yeah,
dope.
because that's some of the other artists that because there's a little collection of us now in the same sort of field. We've all just sort of got to know each other over the time now, and they're doing it as well because Reels is like our pages are all just dying without the Reels, so it's which is a shame because like Instagram, I just like to think people can just sort of go on there, check it for a few seconds and move on with their day, but now they want to get you in there for like a minute 30 seconds and it's I just got to figure that out. You know, I'm just terrible with I need to like hire a person to run my admin stuff and just let me draw. I can give me the ideas. I'll draw.
Well, Kenny can do that for you, can't he?
Yeah, Kenny can do it.
Yeah, he's not doing anything.
Doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
bitch.
Especially at the event, just kept leaving his stand. I was on my phone, like trying to search up this stuff. Just
He's a
giving
pain
him
in the
money.
arse, mate. He's a pain in the arse, that boy.
Yeah, he just kept going off. He said networking or something. I don't know, but
I forgot to give a shout out. I must give a shout out to for our resident spud, Ash, for the Vortex cap.
Yeah, it's sick.
Very cool.
Very, very cool. Very, very happy. Yes.
Unfortunately, I've run out of
Ash,
t-shirts
yeah.
on that. I got some
Ash
Vortex
is sort of our hat
guy.
dealer at the moment because
Yeah.
I've got my lovely.
He's the hat man.
It was quite funny today. The wife did take the piss out of me because I had this hat on. I earlier had a white t-shirt, multicam shorts, white socks, and then camouflage Crocs stood at the front door. She was like, "Ooh, someone's got a lot going on today."
Yeah.
Were they different camos? Because my missus
Crocs
has
are like
my,
a US woodland camo, a thickish, like a
my
Croc
missus goes
version of it.
mental. She goes, "I don't mind you wearing camo, but it's got to match." And
It's
I'm
all
like,
gotta be
"What
the
do you
same."
mean?" And she's like, "Well, that one's slightly lighter than that one up top." And I was like, "It's still multicam. You've just washed it too much."
You don't know
Yeah.
anything. Thank you. So
And if she knew how
Andy.
expensive these items were, she probably wouldn't want you to have more of each.
I am sorry. I can't help her washing skills.
Imagine if she turned around and went, "That ain't all cry."
Yeah. What is this? You just got ripped off.
What the fuck? I feel about this big now.
I feel like that anyway.
Look now.
Billy, I had a question that I had lined up from earlier. What's like the best thing that you've drawn in your like repertoire? Like,
I think
you must have like one particular thing in your head that you're like.
I really am proud of my Rick and Morty workshop one. So they're in the garage and Rick's got the M4 with the 302 on it, and then Morty's there. He's actually in a plate carrier from DayZ, the video game, just as a little Easter, because I hid a load of Easter eggs in there. So like for one of my mates when we were playing, I was like, "Did you spot it?" And he straight away saw it. So I was like, "Oh, it worked." So that was fun. And then, but I spent a lot of time on those bigger ones. I've done a little series of them, and they were really fun. But like, yeah, that and the Toxic Rick, he was fun. And then Bart Simpson's SWAT Bart with he's got like the breaches. They've probably been the ones where like people give me a bit of feedback. So like I think that's why they stand out. It was really encouraging at the time because you never know. You just I just post these things and I draw every day, so I just keep posting whatever is drawn that day, and then it's you never know. People love it, especially with like the guns. You got the AK guys, you got your AR guys, you got your shotties, but I just love them all. So especially drawing them all. So learning all the little parts, and I missed out a gas tube in one once back when I was first starting out, and I took it a bit personally. The comment section straight away, like, "Oh, you're missing this part."
Did you get those types of people commenting?
Yeah, it's like, "Oh my god, he's
I'd just like to bring to your attention."
Yeah, and I'm like, at the time. Yeah.
I think you'll find it's got 12 Picatinny rails and not 13.
Yeah. And I was like,
they're people. They're out there. They're out there. I'm telling you.
But they're the ones that go to museums, and
they're the ones that walk through parts of airsoft guns.
Yeah, but they're the ones that watch people get mud poured over them. They call it art. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No. What Billy does
on the canvas.
Yeah. You're just being a twat.
No,
Don't be a twat.
but then it sort of spiraled like from that. I especially over the years, I've started, taking you having to learn the social media. I'm not a fan of it. I try as much as it's given me everything I've got. Like I try to just limit it to work and stay off of it when I'm not on it. But the Franken builds where I started mixing like ARs and AKs together and stuff was kind of part of that because I knew it would wind them up a little bit, and I just thought I'd have some fun and not really name it anything or point out the fact that it's an AR and an AK. I just sort of let the comments do it, and they love it. Like
need to do an M4 that's been stamped up as an SA80. That'd be fucking
exactly.
That's timeless. That's fucking timeless. That is
because they notice it straight away. They're like, "Will that rail fit on that AK?" Like, and then or I put the wrong suppressor on an AK, and they're like, "That won't shoot through that AK," and I'm like, "Oh, I love it." Like,
was it that going back to the SA80 thing? Was it like police interceptors or something where that guy?
Oh, it was on the news or something like that. It was
no, but it was actually on one of the police programs. He stops a guy on a quad bike who's got like a BB gun, like on a moor or a bit of wasteland, and he's like, and there's a policeman there at the end of it holding the rifle, which is like clearly like an M4, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is like a British SA80 rifle." Mate, you're like police. Fucking come on, he should be able to recognise something.
It is fun, isn't it? Seeing some of the headlines sometimes, like fully automatic, and it's like a double barrel shotgun. It's
that's
like,
it. If in doubt, just call it an SA80. If in doubt, any doubt whatsoever.
There was a photo recently of some police sort of standing there showing the things that they'd captured, and there was a little speed loader in there as well. I know somebody had picked up, and was like, that was hilarious. Probably drug paraphernalia.
Yes, clearly a way of dispensing drug pills to clubbers.
They're just amateurs. I've got a speed loader.
Yeah, it's drive by. Yeah.
Oh, there's a screen grab. There's a screen grab right there. I'm not even going to do it. Because I'm not falling into that trap.
I've already did. I did one earlier. I'm sure someone. Someone got that. I don't get
fair play. Yeah, silly police people.
If there's any listening,
we love you.
Educate.
Thank you for your service.
Educate your other officers. Just don't walk in with one and go, "This is what this is."
This is not an SA80, for fuck's sake.
And if you don't know, just call it a gun. Like this is not name thing because that's the same with me. I still have to check now. Like when I'm posting one of my own, I'm like, right, I need to double check and triple check that this is that gun if I'm ever going to answer a question, or I just send them to there's a couple of gun pages I've got, like there's a history firearms and stuff. Any old guns straight over to him because like he's gonna know it. Yeah, but it's good fun learning them all. I'm still no expert. My brain's a bit of a sieve, but it's still fun I can sort of tell what's an AK and what's an AR and what's a bullpup and like.
Yeah, it's when they come up to you and go, "What sort of AK have you got?" And you're like, it's an AK.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Soviet.
"Well, has it got this on it?" Well, no, I don't know. I just.
It's one of the Russians. This one, or
Yeah.
Japanese. I don't know which one it was.
Well, I just drew the. Do you see the AK-50? Have you watched the AK guy on YouTube? Like, he's where I sort of get my knowledge from. But I had to draw that. It was there's just a fan art. Like I didn't work with him, but it was seeing that part of history sort of go over the years.
I've watched that since day one, and when he brought that out. If you haven't watched it, he's literally made a 50 cal AK.
And it's beautiful.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm very tempted to maybe see about making an airsoft version. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
Thing is, you're almost getting into sort of like a Space Marine territory. If it's a 50 cal AK mag, it would just be monstrous, wouldn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, you definitely. I think he said that because he was like he was trying to like 1-to-1 it as he was blowing it up to make it bigger, but then obviously as that happens, like you can't do certain things bigger or something. So like it's well worth a watch.
So he just uses a normal Barrett magazine.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. Cool. If you haven't watched it, pop over to him.
I will have a look at that because I love watching the whole weapon restoration videos. You know, when they get the absolute shitter out of a swamp and it just comes back gleaming. I love them sort of. I sit there like staring like, oh.
It's really well, and you can also now.
I am chilled out now.
Yeah, he's got that video on there now. That's just the 30-minute, like the whole thing in like one video. So you can just quickly go in and get your feel of it.
But Brandon O'Hare, no, not O'Hare. Brandon Herrera.
Yeah,
Herrera. Herrera. Well
worth a look.
He's got a wicked channel. Really recommend watching it. The Darwin's Awards episodes are hilarious.
All the meme ones, they're fun.
Yeah,
Talking about people who
dope.
shouldn't have guns, like we're worried about BB guns in the wild, like
Oh mate,
these guys,
Fucking
like,
hell.
yeah.
Oh, I couldn't imagine living in America sometimes. Oh no, fucking way.
But then,
Ugh.
yeah, it's a whole different world, isn't it, over there?
Absolutely.
Looks
See,
fun
this is
though.
the thing. I think if you're sensible with these things, you can have fun with them. It's not a problem.
Mhm.
But there's so many people out there who are just absolute spanners, and you're like, just because you have the right to have that, maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like no fire. It's not a deadly firearm. It's just essentially an inert piece of metal until an absolute knobber picks it up, and then
And we all know
that's where the danger comes.
Yeah. It's like people walking
We all know
around fields
someone-
with their airsoft guns in public.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like the airsoft
but-
gun on its
Rubber.
own is fine. It's
But
it's
we all
oh,
know
no, here
someone
comes a
in our
knobber.
group of friends. We all know someone in our group of friends that you're like, I don't think you should have that. Sometimes, don't we?
But that's what I like about
Saying nothing.
social media now. I call it positive brainwashing. Like now my social media is just full of, all the sort of military people and veterans and people in the services and stuff. And they are like teaching good things, so it's just like good habits, whether it is firearm related or like, I really enjoy like Dirty Civilian and stuff. They do sort of breakdown for civilians. I'm civilian, so
they're wicked.
it's a
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah.
Mm.
And then, having like seeing that and seeing that, there's good guys can have like good guys with guns is not a bad thing. And we sort of, I think I was brainwashed into thinking guns were bad until I started seeing a lot more of this content. So I'm glad that they're like still fighting on because if I think it's hard drawing cartoon guns, they must be having such a hard time. Like, even you guys with like your airsoft guns in here and can't touch them. Like, it's just
exactly.
the rules are just crazy these days, and it makes it harder for good guys to get good training and become good with these things, because they can do good things. So but maybe one day.
Yeah.
Defo.
Until people stop walking around in fields with them.
Yeah.
Or
public
or
parks.
standing
Going
in
out
a
on
petrol
Halloween.
station with your plate carrier on, loaded up with mags, looking like a complete
Oh, yeah.
knobber.
Be
Need a
sensible.
patch. We need a knobber patch to dish out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of them.
Yeah, instead of pat at the back, it's
Yeah,
you won the
nicely
knobber
done.
patch.
Nicely done.
It's just literally a
Yeah.
I almost made a rookie mistake after the Longmore event though, because I was running around with my fanny pack, just had my pistol in it, and it was kind of like that was the part of the game. But then I got home and I normally that just goes in my bag and has a little boo-boo kit in it and stuff, like if I need to take it out, and I didn't change it back over yet. So I just sort of picked it up off the side, put it in there. And luckily I just got in the van and started rummaging and was like, whoops, yeah, go back upstairs and sort that. Yeah. 'Cause that would have been a fun one. Like, so that was just a sleep.
I always get so
deprived
paranoid
rookie
after an
mistake.
event if I'm going to work, like after the Sunday, like going into work on the Monday night, thinking, I did take that out of the boot, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Just like
yeah.
Canary Wharf's getting closer and closer, and I'm like, I did probably take it out of the boot, didn't I?
I think that's why
That's
I
the
double checked
one-
my bag.
yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I
got
need
to.
Yeah, check.
Literally, it's like when you see like a lot of people have like rifles and that getting stolen out of cars and stuff overnight. It's like just take them
yeah.
indoors for the sake of a couple of gun bags or a couple of cases. Just put them in there in the morning you go, or if
Yeah.
you're back from an event, take them indoors with you straight away. Leave the rest of the kit, whatever, but just make sure you take the guns in. You got to.
That's why I kind of like having them on the wall, because then I can turn
they're
around and
not
go,
there, yeah.
I haven't brought something in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why I like putting them in the loft, because 9 times out of 10, I'm usually nearly shat my pants lifting the massive case of guns up into the loft on top of the ladder, and I'm like, yeah, I remember doing that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hernia says, I definitely
Yeah. My underpants are otherwise.
I'm trying to keep to like the one gun and one loadout in one bag. So it's sort of all piled there now. It's a lot easier to manage, I think, at the moment. I do really want to get a longer rail just purely for cosmetics on my Mark 18, but trying to find one of those seems to be a bit tricky or very expensive. So maybe that could put that on the shelf for a minute, because as it just looks. Marky Mark has done that with his one on his KWA, and I was just like, it would be really nice to have like the case and just be able to, if I'm in the woods or like at somewhere like Longmore, just swap them over as you see people doing. Just my wallet isn't that big at the moment, so we're having to like boneyard it especially after that car boot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you boys get anything from the car boot? I got a few bargains.
No, I couldn't go shopping.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, sore subject, Bill. Fuck.
Oh no. You missed out.
Mike did. Mike was networking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mark was.
Mike's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I was out with Billy actually. At one point.
yeah, he was.
Skipping through the
Yeah, yeah.
stalls. Ooh, what can we get now?
Yeah. Me and Kenny were sitting there ranting at each other from afar. Where's your lad? I don't know where my lads are.
Yeah,
He's off
I
with
could
your
feel my
fucking
ears
lad.
burning when I was walking around, and it wasn't the sun; it was just Kenny like roasting me like from miles away. I was just like,
People
right.
coming up to Kelly. Is there any more patches? No, there's fucking no more patches.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
He's like, no, they're all free. Just take
They're all
them.
free.
Yeah, he was doing
Leave
that
me
as
alone.
punishment. He was like, "Well, I've given them away because they couldn't make up their mind, so they had them." I was like, "Okay,
Yes,
that's fine."
yeah. I think at one point he moved your table over to the burger stand. It's like you just pick one up when
Yeah.
you order a burger. Just pick
Yeah.
pick one, pick up, take the lot,
Exactly.
take it all, take it all.
It was no, that was amazing though, that event, especially with Kenny. I'm really grateful because he's been a real help to push us with the business. It's like merch for me has always been just because people have asked for it more than something I wanted to do. Like I'm just not very business minded with that. I enjoy the commission side of things, but
Mhm.
going to these events, it was really nice, like especially talking to people, seeing what they wanted, what they like, which artworks they liked, because you never know. And when you spend money on these patches, like Ice Cube, for example, I sold quite a low amount on drop, but then at the event, boom, they're like, I think I got 3 left now. So it was like, this is amazing. Like you just don't know
Nicely
what
done.
people want. Yeah. So now I'm gonna keep it like that. Just keep doing whatever I like, and then hopefully they'll go one day. Or I give them away. And you have to have them.
Yeah, exactly.
Take them as they're walking
Yeah.
out. I'm sticking them on their like backs. Like, nice to meet you. Like,
Yeah. Shoving
got
it down
it
their
now.
throat.
yeah.
That's
Take
it.
them. That's
You
it.
want this? You need this.
But I recommend. I've
Talking
got.
of,
Go on. Sorry.
I was going to say, talking of commissions, Rage asked, how long does it take you to do a drawing of a gun?
Oh, I can't give that away now because I've got
Seconds.
much better at it now.
Seconds.
I can normally get comfortably in an hour is quite fun. You know, I can enjoy it still at that sort of time. That's pushing it a little bit, but it's like I'll have your guys' podcast on or I have a movie on and I'm in the workshop. I sort of bounce between doing some projects in there, and then staring at my like video game collection and getting distracted and then going back to it and drawing again. Like, so it's like, but yeah, an hour is if I take the brakes off and go for it, I can get one that because I never want it to affect the work. I had to learn that as well. Like I was, it's kind of all or nothing as it is with most people. It's like it can be quiet for a little while and then suddenly I get a bunch of commissions in, and then it's like I did at one point take them all on, but now I've had to actually have a diary because last thing I want is people to pay this money and then me just sort of get it off the conveyor belt and chuck it at them and hope for the best. It's like I want them to enjoy what they paid for. So I've got a good balance now, and the guns are sort of with bread and butter from day one. So I just they've kind of I see them in my sleep now, but I still love it.
Bill, where do you sort of start with it? Say you've got a blank canvas in front of you. Someone wants you to do like mine behind
Outline.
You beat
Yeah.
them
me. So
to
you literally just do the outline and then fill
Yeah.
it in.
Over the picture and go get the picture off them, so you have the reference image. You can draw over it, you can draw it, you can like a tattoo artist, because I don't gatekeep nothing. Everything, whenever I get a message daily of like, how do you do it, I kind of tell them just to look up tattoo artists. That's how I did it. And then they found I found like the apps that they were using, the iPad. I upgraded to like the bigger iPad, so it's, I mean, you can see it's burnt out in the middle where I just draw like in the same spot. But it's so I got the bigger iPad because I started out for the first like year and a half on the small one and thought it was fine, but it's not. And then just followed how to do tattoos and how they draw and how they manipulate photos together, and then sketch you'll see them, they normally do like a red sketch over it, and then you put your black outline over that. So it's that's how you can do like the fun ones with I mean, this is all on the online, so that's why I love sharing it, because I want more people to draw. Like, so I try and reach out to most of the I met some really good people. One that actually lived down the road from me, Forces Art. I done a little art competition and put a little care package together and was writing out the addresses, and his address was literally 100 meters, 200 meters from my workshop, and I was like, I'm not posting this to you. I'm delivering it. Go outside, like. And he was like, no way. So we had a good chat in the workshop, and he's
fair
serving.
play.
So he has his own business and stuff. So it's been really fun to meet other artists on here. So the more the merrier. We all have our own style, so it's just make what you want of it, and yeah, it's just fun to be able to put it out there on the internet at the moment still while we can.
Yeah.
Well, they're letting us.
Yeah.
So I think
how do you get? Because obviously I've got quite a lot of your stickers.
Yeah. Thank you.
How that's all right. How do you come up with the ideas? Are you sitting there watching TV and then you go, actually, that's a wicked idea, and then like kind of sketch something out and then put it to one side and come back to it later? Or
I try and unwind, like, so I don't see the iPad in my sleep. So I try and like turn it off and put music on for like half an hour, but it never works because I'll be laying there and then I'm like, oh, Marge Simpson in a Splinter Cell outfit with like the night vision on her blue hair is amazing. And I have to quickly open the iPad, write that down before I go to bed, and then like lock it.
Yeah,
and then,
I was going to say, if you like to keep like a notebook or a sketch pad on you, and if something just comes to mind, you just like scribble it down quick.
On my, because I use an app called Procreate, and it's like, I could probably show you, but it's every other like canvas is just, there's one open, like it's just notes, and I just have all of these are just separate notes from like different ideas, and then you've got like my main one with all the guns on it, and then you just.
Have you like ever done one where you've been asleep and woken up and then woken up like when you're supposed to and gone, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah. I was like, what was I thinking? Like at that time, I was like, it's
just
the best
some sort
idea.
of symbol or code.
Yeah, everyone's gonna love it. This is amazing. And I wake up like, oh, what's that idea again? And I'm like, what is that? Like, it's not gonna happen.
Batman with an MP5. Why did I think of
that? Yeah. And occasionally I have to just like, I get the idea in my head, and then it's like it's game on. I just, especially with like a lot of messages I get in the evening from America on their time. So it's like I try to and now it's sort of full time. Like I sort of enjoy my middle part of the day a little bit, and then I know I'm working in the evening, I'm working in the morning. So it's because I was just doing the full clock and it was not fun. So I was just like, take a few hours off in the daytime a little bit, even though I feel like I'm sponging and I should be working, but I try and like do something productive, go to the gym or something, and then go back, and then all the messages come in from America and stuff. But I'm really, the goal is this year to like connect with more UK people. It's really fun to be able to meet these companies and people like Kenny. I would have never met Kenny, and then I would have never met any of you guys, and I probably wouldn't be back in the sport. So it's like I'm definitely seeing the value in talking to people, and it's good fun.
Yeah, fair play, mate. It's cool. It's a very cool talent you've got there, mate. Very jealous.
Thank you. It's very jealous. Fake it till we make it.
Yeah,
we'll be done, mate. We'll be done. Just black.
And that is our life motto.
Yeah. It's got to be a patch there.
There's quite a few comments and things coming through, so I'm just sort of trying to pick some of those up quick. Defiant Event says, "Yo, Billy."
That was a nice surprise.
I feel like I've just walked in and you're cheating on me with Billy.
Well, yes. We said this before the show. Yes.
Yeah. I was only using him. It was just my way in. I just saw a way in.
I think that's a collective cheating as well.
Yeah.
Like a foursome sort of thing going on. Love it.
Got to do it in style. All or nothing.
Yeah. If you're going to do it, you got to go all in, haven't you?
And rub it in his face.
Did you cheat on me? Oh, I proper cheated. Yeah.
Live as well.
You're not going to believe this.
I was on a podcast.
I live streamed the whole thing.
Pegasus asks, Billy, are you going to be at NME?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, NoFo MilSim event. Sorry,
that's the one.
With all these events going on. So yeah, definitely that's the plan. I can't miss out on that. The last one was so good, and it was a big eye opener. Like the guys you had running the events, like just from like Ryan packing the kit, that was awesome. Like he showed us
Ryan.
Yeah, he's great. He's been a really cool dude to meet. But like that, and then doing like the trench, even what we had our version of the trench, but it was still amazing to be able to like just sort of see that and do that, and just to like being on my feet in kit all day. It was like, okay, I need to pull my finger out and get fitter, because it's if I want to enjoy this, like I'm spending good money, so I want to enjoy it. So it's like and then like doing Defiance event at Longmore.
I see a mini mic.
Yeah, I see a
Yeah,
mini mic.
I'll be back in a second. Thank you.
But is everyone going to be at?
Go on.
Is everyone at national at your event? Are all of you there?
We're all there,
All
mate.
of us.
I'm
You're
not
all there.
missing this
Our
one.
studs are there.
I would
It's
be
all-
lynched if I missed this one.
Yeah, he'll be dragged in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, my missus is with that calendar weekend is kept well clear for me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm definitely looking forward to it for sure, especially at that site, being able to play at it as well, because it looked like great fun. Seeing some of the I always butcher their name, but I think it's Krios, the photography guys. Am I saying that right? So they're great as well. They live local to me, which is all, like really cool to know, because I've got some fun ideas to go and try and team up with them. But seeing their work and then sort of seeing from the photos, the field and your guys' photos out there, I wish I had snuck off and annoyed Kenny a little longer and snuck in a few of them.
I
But
should have done. Yeah.
I know there's always next time, but hopefully they do another one this year. I think it'll be great. Like talking to the vendors, they said this one was even bigger than the one before. So
Yeah.
people want it, and the car boot was great. I got a load of cool things. I saved some money. Kenny was again telling me not to spend my money I'm meant to be earning, but I save money kind of as well. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
because I got some quad nods.
Yeah.
So I got yeah.
How much are you selling patches for?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I wish.
Some good money in patches.
Some kid had no idea what they were. Yeah, they were 20 quid. He had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be the dream. But they were fair with their prices as well. Everyone seemed really chill. Like just I might even take some of my pit. I've got so much crap in there, but it's part of the fun of the hobby, isn't it? Just collecting, because I never sold any of my stuff from before, so it's like it's all just accumulated in the corner, and now I've dust off the cobwebs. I'm growing and it's adding, but it's good fun.
Absolutely, mate. It's going to happen. I need to
love
do a
it.
boot sale like rapidly. I'm running out of room.
Yeah, I would say we should all just get together, but I think we would equally trade as much stuff between us.
Yeah, be like,
Same
oh,
amount
sort me that
stuff.
list.
Yeah,
Just be like, oh, for fuck's sake.
that's it.
Waste.
It's just the
That was one of the
loadouts
things I was a little bit not annoyed, but sort of gutted about Shift Your Riffs SYR, that we didn't get a chance to have a stand, because I know that we've obviously got the NoFo stand there and things like that, but I'd love to have just had a table somewhere. I could have just had some stuff out, because I've got tons of stuff, and some of it, if people genuinely came up to me and were like, oh, how much do you want for that, mate, just have it. But I want it to go to someone that wants it, if that makes sense. I don't want to just chuck stuff at people, because that's pointless. But yeah,
that's what with Kenny's he done the giveaway, didn't he, for the MWS, which was
he
amazing.
must have got my number wrong on that one, because
I know. If I took backhanders that day, I would have been rich. I should have just packed up the van, parked it the right way, so I could have got out of there by the end of the day, because I'd have been loaded. But I'm glad
I even filled out 15 tickets.
Yeah,
Still didn't
I
win.
did as well. Yeah, I didn't even get my
Massive blag.
just turning up with different fake mustaches every time.
Yeah.
Tying the beard slightly differently.
But no, the winner seemed happy. He actually was walking past. I don't know how much of this story I should tell, because Kenny might be on here and tell it, because it was quite a funny one.
No, we'd rather you on this.
Nah, we won't.
Where he read out the name, and
tell
then
it.
the lad walked past, and then I'm gonna regret this, and after this.
You're gonna regret it. I've got to see him tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah. But
he's gonna spit in my coffee.
Yeah.
Or your eye.
or both.
Yeah.
But the guy was literally there, like it was fully legit, and he filmed it and everything. And then the guy was just walking past, and all his mates were like, "You jammy git, you always win." And so it seemed to have gone to someone that actually wanted it, because that was we were joking, like Oscar, and he was opposite us. He's one of the guys here from Second Summit, and he was opposite us, but he was like, "Oh, if I had got it would have been on, like, we were joking saying it was on our stall for like 400 quid, so you can get an AK or something," because it's like quickly turn it round. It
would have been hilarious if someone's nan had won it or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, a raffle, dear.
Yeah. Take it down the charity shop. I got this on the weekend, and I don't need it.
Nan arrested in town centre for carrying an SA-80.
SA-80 double barrel.
Stupid nanas with their SA-80s. Same
I think
policeman stood there
the trouble
again
is,
years
I can
later.
See it now. I can see it now. This old lady carrying this little AK and Pat with his rocket launcher leading her across the road.
Yes.
I think I
Come
might
on.
have to note down a sticker idea here. We need to
Oh,
have
there we
a
go.
mic-
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's got to be done. Yeah. Fully kitted grannies.
Yeah,
Pat needs to be made into a sticker.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that's
up for
California
it.
man
Swamp
needs
Uncle.
to be done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Florida man.
Florida man.
There was another question that came in. Which
had quite a few.
was, yeah.
I can't see it. I thought I wouldn't look.
No,
at
that's fine. Les says, Billy, in your mystery sticker box, how many stickers are roughly in there?
It's like I think I've put about 8 in each one, and then some will have 10. Like there's some like Transformer ones that are quite big, or like Tasmania. He's my favorite, but he's quite a big sticker. So I kind of tried to. I made 50. I just wanted to make like 50, and then there's a some left. I've kept some aside for you boys. I want to give some to some of the guys here. But the you'll have about 10, 8 or 10. So I tried to make it as fair for roughly like a £10, and it's it helps me out and gets the it's
that's pretty cool.
seeing people's like sticker their Pelican cases like all covered, and it's such a I find it a much better way than like Lance has got a wicked roof lining in his van, but obviously that's an expensive hobby to dive into. So I find stickers are a little bit easier for people, and if I can chuck as many in there as I can just to make a few quid, like just to help out, buy these screen protectors for this bloody iPad because I burned through them before I blinked, but and I have to pay a guy £5 because every time I bloody do it myself I have bubbles all in it, so I have to go around the computer guy. He's like, back again, and I'm like, yeah, I just got a tab here now.
You use that iPad an awful lot, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Try and explain that. Like, it's very worn out.
Are we drawing again at the weekend, sir?
Me and my OnlyFans accounts are getting.
He's just got the super
in the middle of the screen there, sir.
Yeah.
just I was gonna say Tinder is just constantly like swiping there.
Yeah, where I'm yeah, exactly. It's it's fun. But no, that's it. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. But I don't know how we want to do it. If you guys are up for it, I want to like. I know we have some loyal fans in here, so I'm always a lurker. I'm not very active in the comments, but I'm always here. But give some stickers away.
I'll tell you what we could do. This is quite a good idea. So well, I think it's a good idea. But you know how Art Attack and things like that, they used to have drawings submitted by people.
Yeah.
Right. So how about we get people to send a drawing? What were you going to suggest?
I was going to suggest in a minute that us three have 2 weeks to draw our rifles with like crayons, and whoever's the best, Billy can judge it out of the three of us.
Yeah, we can do that. Well, we can still do that anyway. But I know Billy was talking about giving a prize away to the audience.
Yes.
So how about we run it between now and next week? If you want to send, you can either send it to Billy at Tacticool_Doodles.
Make sure you mention that you're from.
Let's just do that. Just send it to Billy.
Yeah, just send all your pictures to Billy.
Finish it there, and that's it.
Great. I can't wait for my inbox now. This is going to be amazing.
Actually, genuinely, send it to Billy, and then we'll have a chat with Billy with the show or whatever, and he can sort of pick out his favourites, and we'll have a top 3.
I can try and do
the first.
Yeah,
the first prize.
Make sure that you follow him as well. Don't just send him messages. Pop him a follow. For fuck's sake,
Martin's already drawing.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Paint me like your French girl. Yeah.
If you want to win, send a little drawing to Billy.
And I'll try and do. There's some YouTube competitions where YouTubers that like fan submissions, and then like the digital artists will like digitalize it and draw it. So I'll try and like get inspired from some of your designs and see if I can make a creation out of it. Make some stickers or something. Sick. Do a NoFo sticker pack from your entrance.
Yeah, mate. That'd be cool.
So the drawing has to be what? NoFo related?
Oh. Should we
think about that?
Yeah, there's got to be a medium, isn't there? For
I think NoFo and Billy related. There we go.
Okay.
Billy
My
the Fox.
And we've
Yeah.
had conversations about this
Foxy.
earlier today.
Yeah.
Foxy Bill.
Remember,
It-
if we can keep it kind semi PG a little bit, so then I can maybe share them as well. But like, obviously, we
Turns out
can
we've
do
got a whole new realm of fan fiction coming up here. This is
Yeah.
going to be weird.
That's it. I am drawing a lot of anime at the moment, which is a new world for me and very dangerous for the search history. But it seems
You
quite
say
popular.
that we've literally just lost 3 viewers, so
They're already drawing.
I'm on it.
Yeah, they're on it.
I tell you what. Let's make it. Let's
Absolutely
make it
shit-faced drawing. it.
November Foxtrot related. So for goodness
Oh,
sake,
here we go.
let's make it November Foxtrot related.
What is that?
So something we can sort of use to advertise the show, maybe, or we can put it somewhere, but make it like if it was Blue Peter, make it like the equivalent of Blue Peter related, but for the podcast.
And
That'd be cool.
I'll get them made as stickers as well. So I'll either
Blue
redraw
Billy.
them or we'll include them, and we'll make I'll pick the top 5 or something, and I'll get some stickers made, and we can give them out at the next event.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
cool.
Yeah,
That'd be wicked.
that's a wicked. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Love
That's
that.
the best off the cup competition we've ever done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
art attack. Everyone
Art-
submit your best
Love it.
best art, and you can
NoFo
just make
attack.
sure you write NoFo podcast on your at the start of your message, because I will see that. I've got it's a messy message box, but I try and keep it under control. So I'll go through and
Sorry, Billy, I didn't mean to just throw you under the bus there.
No, it's fine.
I think it's
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah.
yeah.
We will
Yeah.
put details.
We're
up
gonna
on
get,
our
we're just going to get a
Facebook
message after the
and
show,
Instagram
you
page.
fucking arseholes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to screenshot these, like people sending me references, like I want him in this pose, but I'm wearing this. Like,
Oh no, they've got
great.
to draw. They've got to draw them themselves. Don't get.
Oh
Yeah,
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 yeah.
draw
Okay, okay.
Don't you
Yeah.
be drawing them for them.
Oh yeah, they've just got to
Okay.
send you they've got to send you
They've got
their
to
own
send you the
drawing.
picture of them
Okay.
drawing us.
So that's at Tacticool TACTICOOL _doodles. And then if you don't have Instagram, you can use
You can PO
our
box
email
him
address.
Yeah,
You can send it
great.
to our email address of nofochat@hotmail.com. But the primary way of entering is through
Yeah. If you-
Instagram,
yeah.
Tacticool _doodles.
And
Appreciate
follow
it.
him.
You can
If
enter
we're
it via
gonna-
the
if we're
NoFo
gonna abuse
email,
Billy,
but it might not get looked at
follow
if it's
him.
for the NoFo one.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it. This is going to be a fun project.
We told you we'd
Yeah.
get you some followers.
Yeah. And it's going to be the best of best followers as well. I know.
Yeah.
Bill says Billy just got voluntold.
Yeah.
G'day, Phil, your folder. How you going? Oh, that's got to be a
brilliant.
sticker, isn't it? Phil the folder.
Yeah.
Aussie Phil. Love him.
Right, because we've got loads of stuff coming in. I just need to. Daniel Brewer wants to do his as a collage with tissue paper.
Absolutely, yeah.
Lovely.
Yogurt pots,
Yeah.
all
Lovely.
that. Tracy Island,
Yeah.
do it.
But it has to. If you hold it up and it falls off, it doesn't count. So
Ah, you
Oh.
fail, yeah.
Macaroni, that's what you need.
Yeah.
Macaroni, spaghetti hair.
Stephen Whitehead asks, "Can you do a sticker of Florida Man?"
I think it's on the. I've got a screenshot already, so I think I'm going to try and get one of you boys to send me a high res, and we'll make it happen because it's a quality
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
and the
yeah.
little videos. Did
To
you
be
see
fair,
them?
Oh,
we
the
can
little
probably
vids
arrange for
they've
him
done,
to
yeah.
pose for you if you want. If you just want a live art, like
Yeah, I bet
live
he would
model, so
love
that's
it.
not a problem.
Was that the
Yeah.
Warhound and NoFo lads with the shields?
Yeah, and then he's at
Yeah,
the top
quality.
with it. Crack me
And
up.
he's just fucking running about in the background. And then he forgets his tea. That's the best bit.
Yeah.
They just made it. I was just like, yeah, it's priceless. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I definitely need to get some coffee mugs done for the next event because they were popular, weren't they?
I'd like Florida Man on a mug.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
With
I'd
his
love
rocket
Florida
launcher,
Man on
holding
a
his
mug.
mug. That's it. I want Florida Man on that. It's a whole new
Oh.
aspect for Patrick.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
yeah.
That is now his new call sign.
Literally
by the way.
enter
Oh, yeah,
the
he-
Twilight
Oh,
Zone.
that is it.
Yeah. He filled
People,
that
if
role
you
perfectly.
are interested in meeting the legend that is Florida Man, then he will be at our enemy event.
He will
If
be.
that
Yeah.
now becomes the sales point, then
Yeah.
we will market
Yeah.
market the heck out of that.
Yeah, there we go. Meet Florida Man. And he will teach
Yeah.
you things.
Daniel,
because it's not a training event.
no, he will experience these things.
Yeah, you will experience Patrick.
Experience him.
Daniel Brewer asks if you can do a cartoon version of the NoFo bunch.
Well, this is what I want to. It maybe I've got two art styles. So I do like a sketch art style, which is like the one from the 50 cal AK-50. That's the kind of sketch one, which I think would be really cool for like the one where you've got the shield and you're all like stacked up on it. But I can definitely, I'm up for doing some sort of cartoon one, because getting that on like a smithing tech mat or something would be really cool.
Could you do each of us as one of your French girls, quite literally?
Yeah, definitely.
On a chaise lounge.
On a chaise lounge.
Well, I've been thinking, I've got Titanic in my notes because I've done Wolf of Wall Street and like The Hangover and stuff. I'm trying to do like where I do sort of a cartoon illustration of these movies, and then because like Afraid of the Dark, he's a cool page, and he's done like Margot Robbie with the night vision helmet. So he like fully inspired that, and it was but I just do it in my own little way in the cartoon style, and it's been a fun little project. But I thought definitely doing a French girl for Jack and them both on the front of the ship, like,
oh mate, yeah,
could
fantastic.
be a fun little project.
Yeah, really. It's just trying to go through movies, epic movies, and poignant moments, and then making them funny.
Yeah, and militarizing them slightly. Yeah,
I want to be the T-Rex that eats Lance off of a toilet.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Can I be the toilet?
That's it. It's got to be done.
It's just an awful image.
Yeah, I need it. I need a photo of it, so I need it acted out.
Why would you be
that's fine.
Poses, so, like,
I feel sorry for Jake. Has literally come in and said, "Evening, legs. How you doing? You chose a wrong time to join us."
Yeah, sorry, Jake. I can only apologise, mate. If I'm honest, yeah.
We're talking about I want to be the toilet.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There's got to be a soundbite there.
Well,
I want to be the
to get in
toilet.
there somehow, I didn't know where else to be. I didn't want to be like the tree in the background, like
the toilet roll, just sitting there like
that. Les asks, how long does it take from design to tech pad then to a customer?
If you're in the UK, it'll be I always say 2 weeks, because it just leaves a nice cushion. So like if you're ordering it for a present or something, with it normally always is in between the 2 week mark. It just depends where you're located. But if you I can check that beforehand as well, so you can just drop me a message before you order it, and I can quickly put in your details, and then I can work that out. But it's 2 weeks, and that gives us enough time to, especially if it's a custom artwork though, I need more time because I've got to do the design. So thing like behind Lance, that's a photo of him, that's on a tech mat, so I can get photos on there. We can do that in one afternoon, so that's not an issue. No time needed on those. It's just if it's a drawing, need a bit of time. But there's you'll have a slot, so when you get in. But if you like a weapon artwork, you get a free tech mat. So I really like giving them out there because they're super cool. I love them. So it's like,
they're wicked. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
And without, like, I didn't mean that as in my stuff's super cool. I just mean they're having the tech.
No, it is.
Really
you're
cool.
good. You're right. You're right the first time.
Yeah, no,
you're
you
right
can
the
make
first time.
yourself up.
Yeah,
That's what you're here.
That's how I say.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. But like doing the artwork for someone already, and I'm grateful for the support. So it's like, if I can, that's cool, because then I get a cool photo of it as well. And there's a lot of them out there in the wild now, especially when it's unique to that build. Like King's camo in America, in their gun shop, they've got one on each of the glass cabinets now, where it's every time they booked in a gun, it's on there. It's really cool, like satisfying, fun part of it. But
I need one from my desk.
We're working on it. Yeah, we can get some NoFo ones done as well, because I've done some for Kenny, so we've got some like Empire ones. But so we can do logo ones, and then if you have a company yourself that's in the community, or in the same sort of thing, I can put, like, I've done one for Dan at Sniper Mechanic. He's got his one I still need to give it to him though, but I promise you I've got it. It's here. And then it's it's
done, honestly.
I had to reorder it because I wasn't happy with how it came, because it sometimes, like, they're a bit dark, or if depending on the camos and stuff. So if it's I always say that to people, if it doesn't look right, like, tell me please, because I'd rather fix it and you have one you want. But I've got good at it now. I've got the right sort of colors for the print after doing them a little bit.
Nice.
But they're fun. If you have an AR or an AK, they can almost be 1-to-1 sometimes. I do pistol ones, which are slightly smaller, but they're massive for a pistol. But they're just, I call them the pistol and the rifle mat, just for like giving the size comparisons.
Yeah, cool.
But good fun.
Nice.
So what products do you offer at the moment, and like what are you looking at maybe moving into in the future. But what if people got in contact with you? What can you offer them at the moment?
Well, I'm a commission artist mainly, so it's like you own the artwork. I have one set fee. I also like do the collaboration post with it. So if you're a brand that wants I've got some eyeballs, so it's like I'm always up for sharing that stuff. And then if you drop merch, I'll share it on the story. I love the collaboration side of it. So if anyone here does do it, please make sure you don't not ask. I'll always offer it, but remind me if I don't, because I might be having a bad day. But doing that is that's the main thing. But then I can get stuff for, like, if you have a team of like 10 of you or something, I can order that, but you might find it cheaper elsewhere. I just have to go through my supplier. So I always say, you own it. I'll send you all the files you need. I can help you with finding people if you want, if you don't want to find them yourself. But like now I've meeting the people at Shift Your Riff and hopefully doing some clothing in-house and stuff. So I can start offering that. But I just like to do the commissions and then let you use it as you wish, and just send me cool photos once you do.
Cool. So you do the initial design and that, then obviously you do your techie mats and stuff like that is like your main sort of product, like physical, tangible product that you send out is like
patches, stickers and the mats. Yeah, I was doing it all at one point, but the website is a bit messy and I'm terrible at the admin on it. So it was like I don't want to just send clothing out. Like I do these as well, like the sort of gun designs on the shirt. So if you want one of those for yourself, if you book in a weapon artwork, I can do that. That's fine. It's just a wholesale is me. I can do like coffee mugs for you and stuff. I can get all of that. But
good stuff.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. If you have stuff you need, just ask. The worst case, we'll figure it out together.
Poor old Jake. Sorry,
I feel like Jake's having
literally coming in. I think he's struggling with YouTube, so he's good. Jake says, "Where are you based? Wood. Where are you based, roughly? Mission Taylor's here, Wood. Where are you based? Mission Taylor's here. Get some stuff done. Just not sure what yet."
Well done, Jake. Well done.
Nice Jake.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it was just funny. I could
whatever you're on, post me some.
Yeah.
Can I just? Oh no.
Feels like my brain trying to work.
Yeah.
But I'm down near Brighton. I'm mobile. I stay in my van, so it's like I've got a workshop in between Brighton and Eastbourne, so it's I'm down this way on the coast. But I'm hoping, hopefully the end of this year, start of next, to actually travel and especially meeting some of these companies, like even just on the weekend, meeting people that I've worked with online, and you talk very formal online and it's very polite, and then you go and see them in person and it's all a lot more fun. So it's good to meet people in person. So to go to some of these shops would be good. I want to do that this year in the UK, especially the Airsoft sites and the MilSim events. It's just got to get better at planning, because I'm missing. Isn't there another car boot and this weekend, like one of the big ones as well? I forget, Midlands, is it?
Midlands Airsoft, is it?
Yeah.
Midlands
That's
Airsoft
quite a big car boat, yeah.
Because I'm working with Deadly
Not sure if
Customs
it's this
at the
weekend
moment,
though.
or is it not this? It's coming
weekend,
up,
wasn't it? Last weekend.
Or yeah,
I know Finch Embroidery. He put some bits and pieces up to say he was there, but I don't know if it was this weekend. I don't know.
Yeah, that's because that was just too close after the last one. I mean, Kenny couldn't make it, and then I needed to. I sold, like, all my patches went, so I wouldn't be able to take anything. I got like a little box left. It was very. I appreciated everyone at that event because it helped out a lot. Got motivated again.
Oh, good.
It was good fun.
Jake's trying to sew and listen and type, so I think we'll let him off on that one. It was more just to felt your pain, bud.
I've got to be honest, Jake. I thought you were shit-faced.
Yeah. No, that's coming in the next message. He messed that one up. He just missed it at the end.
Yeah,
he's gonna write it in now.
Yeah, it was spewing, not sewing. Spewing,
spewing,
drinking.
Right, I'm just going to try and clear some of these comments quick. So Daniel Brewer says, "I'll put them on mugs for you if you do the cartoon version of the NoFo bunch, and he can even do t-shirts."
Yeah, sorry, this is Dan. Yeah, that's my fault. bloody terrible with
That's
names.
not
Yeah,
Dan.
that's Dan.
Dan
I just
Brewer.
I know company names now.
Dan Brewer, the filling
yeah.
in the Billy Kenny sandwich.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I think he was well up for that earlier.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
he-
Very, very excited. Very excited. Almost
He's a
awkwardly
really-
excited.
Yeah.
Really cool to meet him on the day as well. I think I'm drawing his daughter's gun next because I drew him, and he walked past me and he had printed out the gun. I'd done an artwork for him of his rifle, and I
Cool.
was like, I know that. Like, then
I did that.
That's
he
like-
sort of he was a little bit like, he was polite at the start because he's a marshal, isn't it? So it was on like you know, he had a beer at the time, so he was obviously off shift at that time, and I think he just wanted to unwind. And then once he figured out who we each other were, then it was like, oh shit.
Happy days.
Yeah, it was good.
Can
And
you
then
see
Kenny
that?
was there. There we go.
He's up for it.
He's up for
That's
it.
That's confirmed.
Mark's beer
Ladies and
filling.
gents, you heard it here first exclusively on the November Foxtrot podcast.
Pegasus says the DNC pillow I got from you has had plenty
Yeah.
of use at MilSim.
I was so gutted he took that because I've still got like the tiger camo one here.
Ooh.
But I wanted that DNC one for myself, but he forgot his pillow on the event, so it come
Yeah,
in very
many of
handy.
Ash's screams have been dampened. In the woods.
Yeah.
I think
That
you might have just
pillow.
sold the tiger camo one.
Yeah,
Oh really? Yeah.
Call me.
yeah.
Call me.
But of course, yeah.
Oh, Del Boy will have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marky
Tacticool
Mark says,
Doodles.
Marky Mark says, I love the drawing Billy did for me, especially with it being a bit of a surprise, but I kind of spoiled it at Op Phoenix when I asked him to draw one for me. Much love.
Yeah, yeah, he did, and he keeps
Um,
changing the gun every 5 minutes. So I've got. To draw it.
Yeah. Maybe you should do your drawings like you can change.
You should do the gun parts so
Like,
you can take
yeah.
off the furniture and like Velcro patch and make your
Yeah.
own. Oh, there you go. There's an idea.
Yeah, I'll share you the note file. It's my patch guy was not happy with me. I was like, hear me out. Can we do individual patches of different mag types, different attachments? And he goes, how big are we making these? And I was like, well, you know,
All
we
of
could,
them.
yeah, I want it to look
2
good.
to
And he
1
goes-
scale.
Yeah, life size.
He was
They're bigger than
I mean,
life size.
He was down.
Can we get a patch lance?
Yeah.
What, an entire me?
Well,
I
that's
don't know if I'd be comfortable with me on the roof of my truck, like just like
yeah,
I
Like
believe
like,
it.
flapping about.
just an arm falls off, like
You've
driving
got to
along
do
and
the
head
eyes
is up
dead
down.
center. So
Get off, you
wherever you
bastard.
move,
yeah, it's just
he
watching
follows
you.
That's
Mm.
it.
Chris says, Billy, where's my tech mat?
Oh, wait, this is
Have you
Chris.
ordered
I've got
Chris
to give him.
Berry?
Yeah,
Chris
he gave me some kit.
OPSEC
so
Berry.
he has actually.
Yeah.
He's not.
Call sign OPSEC.
He's not messing about. He has one in the pipeline because
Does he?
yeah, he's being super generous. He just bought a ton of gear to the event and was just like, help yourself. So it's like,
Yeah.
how could I? I know I took a cool little chest rig off him and my little cousin's boys running around in that now. So it's
Oh, fair play.
it went to a good home. So yeah, definitely he's got a tech mat coming. We'll have to yeah, he can pick.
do it with a self-firing Mark 46.
Okay.
Chris's
Just no one
ghost
there
gun.
and it's still just going.
yeah.
Yeah, Chris's ghost gun. Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Statue.
Yeah.
Get in contact from inside the fob.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to clear these quickly because there's loads. Steve Whitehead says, knobber stickers, please.
Yeah, knobber
Yeah,
stickers
definitely
with
found
a
that.
thing.
Knobber stickers.
With an arrow.
Regarding leaving kit in your car, he was referring to me with my pyro rolling around the footwell. So yeah, don't do that. That's bad.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Um,
Yeah,
Mike.
that's
It also says you could do Lance like the Megabus fella.
Who's the mega? I'm gonna have to
yeah.
You're gonna have
need
to
Yeah,
to
you
Google
Google that one. Pegasus has already sent you his best effort for a T-Rex Andy. Please make it right, Billy.
Oh dear.
oh god.
I'll save it for a little end of podcast treat when I get to
Yeah,
that.
I wouldn't,
Well,
I will.
We'll have a go as well, the three of us. We'll
please,
give
yeah.
ourselves a week or
And
two.
people
to come up
actually,
with
if
something.
they actually do it, it'll be cool because I would genuinely like to get inspired by some of your
quid?
drawings.
A pound? Megabus? I've never even heard of Megabus.
I haven't either.
It's very creepy. Yeah. Who said that?
Get some
Cheers. Thanks for that.
In terms of a bag for riffs, Harry Badger recommends the AliExpress fishing rod bag, cheap too. I have
Good
one for the
shout.
MG42
That's a
Smart
good
Gun.
shout.
I use a
Yeah,
carp
I like
fishing
that.
bag. I use that for my kit. It doesn't fit my guns in it, but it holds everything else. So definitely recommend it. Get it
Yeah,
off
I like
Facebook for nothing, can't you? Carp fishing gear.
Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Yeah, is the place to go. Absolutely.
But
I
make
like
sure
the sound of that. Nice
check
one.
the bottom of your one, like, because my duffel, it's a duffel bag, and I was cramming everything in there and just about, like you do when you go on holiday, just to get the zip done. And then it had another zip on the bottom where the compartment sort of extended, and I could get like so much stuff in there.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is this
No,
mysticism?
Now I just fill it with more crap. So I don't know if it was worth finding. But
Yeah.
it's well worth it. 20 quid, I think I paid for that bag. Bargain.
Yeah.
Chris Pullen, I don't think we've seen you on the show before. Hello. That's a standard in terms of iPro and the like we were talking about earlier. I remove vids from my group if there's no iPro. Also, you get the ones shooting that have iPro, but the others don't. So you've got one person who's got the riff. Look, I've got the iPro, and then all the people behind just like,
if the BB hits anyone, it's going to be me because I'm holding the rifle.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And
BBs
JBG
don't care.
said,
They'll hit anyone.
JBG said, good to see you back on the show after storming the beaches of the Isle of Wight, Lance.
Cheers, buddy. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Successful storming of said beach.
Yeah, that
followed
looks
by
really cool.
followed by a full assault on the crabs in the local harbour.
Yeah, that took me ages to do that, and I was
It was
rather
brilliant.
pleased.
I loved it. I loved it. Yes, very much so. Did make me
We
giggle.
might
It
show
was
that
quite funny
in the
though when
show.
he lifted his helmet up and it was Tom Hanks for like a split second, and then I'm
Yeah.
hey, there he is. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you, mate.
That's all right. Love you.
Love you. If the bit that made me laugh was like it's like the cascading over the waves, crashing, and then it just cuts to like a little Sam earlier. Like birds tweeting, and just the dude comes up and just lows a little ramp down. I was like, oh yeah, it's a very subdued beach landing. I'll grant you that.
Might stick it on at the end of the show.
Oh, hilarious! Yes, fantastic.
Definitely. Especially with my headphones on.
Oh mate, yeah, get the full cinematic effect of it. Yeah, fucking priceless.
Feel like I'm there.
Danny asks you, Billy, do you do any DCU?
Yeah, I've got to do, because I've had some weird camos requested lately, because now obviously as you open the doors to like doing any camos, you get the people that are loving, like T-Block was a weird one got recently, really cool looking, just like black tees on a grey background, looks really cool, so I've got to do that one. And then DCU, yeah, I need to do that too. Yeah, I got Desert Night camo, which I was getting confused with then, but I'll have to.
There's a lovely NoFo camo pattern in the background here, Billy, if you're interested.
That will be good, and I think we should have the Fox. I done one for Defiant with their logo with the quad nods, but I'll have to do something with maybe the Fox with dual tubes on. Would look really cool, little cartoon. So we'll get something like that.
I like that
with the Fox camo background.
Ripping in Fox.
We're gonna have some good NoFo merch coming.
Yeah,
we'll make it work.
Well, that was one of the benefits of our schmoozing at Raid, in that we obviously had a chat with
not our
and
a Raid.
Huh? Yeah, you were there as well. We were both talking to Daniel about potentially getting not Raid. Oh, I've got too many things in my head. Shift to Riffs. Shift to Riffs. Schmoozing with Daniel about getting some stuff made up merch-wise. So we have things in the pipeline.
We're on it, people.
Yeah.
We're 4 years deep, and we will get some things.
There you go.
Maybe
that is exactly it. Like the connection we're all like making in person. It's so fun to like work with people, and I've been trying to do it all on my own. Sort of a bit of an old school mentality, isn't it? You just can't do these things on your own these days. Everything moves so quick. So it's having a little team here of people that you can meet in person, and you don't have to be the best of friends with, but it's great. Like everyone can join forces and work together. As long as we all win a little bit.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
That's what it's all about, mate.
Yeah.
Les will have a t-shirt.
Of course he will.
Yeah.
You've got one. You don't get any more. You get one.
One airsoft related t-shirt is only allowed.
Yeah.
So Billy, what's the next in sort of Sorry, I've just got something stuck in my throat. What's next in the pipeline for you? Like what?
That's because you were sat on the. That's because you were
what we're
doing the
gonna
toilet.
Just what are we going to see in sort of the next 6 months from you?
Right. Well, really fingers crossing. I'm working on it in the workshop at the moment, but my workshop's got a lot of woodworkers and furniture people, so it's really dusty. So I'm going to try and keep this short. But I'm working with epoxy resin at the moment, and it's like I don't know if you know it, if you've seen like where they have like a live 2 table slabs with like a river going down the middle, but that's like epoxy resin. So really
That's
fun
very cool.
stuff.
Yeah,
But it's not that I'm doing military and artwork stuff, but using the epoxy resin and neon sign lights, and so it's just mastering. It's a lot more. They make it look very easy on the Instagram reels, but it's not quite as easy as it looks. And I've worked with it in the past,
and it's done.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes artworks look so cool. Like once you because I saw some guy where he'd go to like a charity shop or a thrift shop, and he'll get like a scenery like this or something, and then he'll put like Star Wars, the Death Star in the background, and he'll paint it on, and then he poured the resin over it, and it just like makes old art new. And just really want to play with this epoxy because I want to offer some actual art, like make some fun stuff for people and use my workshop for more than just.
I like the ones where they've done it, where they've drawn it on and then they've like chiseled out the corner of a frame where I saw that.
Yeah,
I was like,
oh, so there's a kid with a baseball bat in it.
That's what I was about to say.
Glass has been broken. That's quality.
I think that looks sick.
See, these guys, that's why I love. Like I call it positive brainwashing still on my social media, because it's all art stuff, and then you get a gun guy, then you get a bit of art stuff, and seeing everyone like they move so quick online. Like I was doing glass painting, which was really fun. That was fully inspired by just flicking through and seeing you sort of it's on some of my reels if you scroll back, but I've done like the apocalypse now with the bird, the helicopters and the boat. You paint it on the back of the glass, looks all really messy. You spin it around and it looks really sick and like all cool.
Yeah, cool.
So like, I'm just trying to do that at the moment. I just got to have a healthy balance of trying to be inspired to do new projects. But I think this one I've sort of landed on coming soon, hopefully, should open the doors to some fun art and photography as well. My mate's just itching to get he loves it. He's not into any of the gun stuff, but he's a gamer, so he understands like game gun stuff. But seeing the stuff in the workshop, his mind just goes crazy. He's just like, oh, we could do this, like talking about going in public. He's like, we'll get you in all your kit and go on the bus up in London or something. And it's like, okay, whoa, like
no,
we need to
because then I'm gonna have to give myself a knobber sticker.
Yeah. Let me explain how this works. Like that's not gonna happen. But even the Krios guys, they had a hard time. They were saying at the event, like when she went around in her helmet and got some really cool photos, and people were giving her a hard time about that. And it's like you just got to find the balance, I guess. But it's I
mean, it's different. You can clearly see there's a photo shoot going on. That's
yeah. I think if you put some high visors on, and make it really obvious, no guns, no mags, and it's just like the helmet.
Yeah.
But I want to do like talking to those guys and seeing some other channels where it's really fun to sort of mix the photography, because I'm terrible at advertising, but having people like wearing the merch, doing something cool makes a fun little reel, and that helps with so that's kind of the goal at the moment is reels and some real life art to take to the shows or the events and stuff. But keep drawing at the same time.
It's got to be done.
And trying to find time to play.
Yeah.
Well,
don't.
Talking of finding time to play, we just wanted to spend a couple minutes just selling NME, because as Lance has very casually been advertising there in the corner.
Yeah, and I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
Boink. There we go.
Boink.
Yeah. So we have the NoFo MilSim experience on the 3rd of August. If you are interested, there will be lots going on. Billy, as someone that attended our intro to MilSim, just bringing it back to the fact we've got you on as an awesome guest. What can you just? I know you kind of briefly touched on it earlier, but just in terms of someone that doesn't know anything about these style of events, from someone that's not the three of us, can you kind of just give it a very honest review? You can be as critical as you like. I won't boot you off.
I definitely will be.
And I won't voice over any of it either.
Yeah. We can mute you though. Just remember that.
I just feel like, no, it's terrible. No, no, it was for me personally. I think it was perfect timing because I was back getting into MilSim, so it was just an ideal time to. I sort of had all the kit and no idea, all the gear, no idea. So it was going to this event, just thinking it was like going to be simple stuff, and not that we wasn't even really shooting, or it was just a lot of information on the day, but every part of it was fun, and the day flew by. Even though we were getting put to work, it was good. It was a good day of like, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't, everyone, we had all different age groups. We had everyone had different abilities, but everyone was together, and everyone did it together. It was super friendly. And I went there solo, and I kind of knew some of you guys, but I didn't, I was still relatively new at the time. So you were all really nice. So anyone that's going to think about going solo, definitely do it, because there was nothing, these guys are great. So it's like, it's well worth it. Yeah. And for 85 quid, it's like a bargain. So
no, fair play, mate. No,
it's half as good as the last one. It should be double the price. So it's going to be, and it sounds like it's going to be so much better. Like last time the mud and the hills were challenging just because I was out of shape. It was a lot of, and I swear every time we had to do some like bounding and moving and stuff, it was like, right, let's just pick that nice hill there and we'll go up it. And it was like, okay, and then get down, get up. But it was just great because I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about the gear, what I had and how to use it. So definitely worth it.
Very
and
cool.
This new one has so much cool, like all the CQB stuff's going to be so fun.
Yeah. We got JBG helping us out this year.
The lads.
Things are changing, so things might get, shall we say, more explosive.
Yeah.
Watch this. For going back to our first event, seeing you guys doing the trench warfare, like walking
so
around
fun.
and being able to get some photographs and that, and just seeing you like absolutely shot to bits, like Fredders, but just really buzzing. Everyone had smiles on their faces. I was like, I really want to take part.
And the guy we had, I forget his name. Sorry, I'm terrible. But the
Tom,
guy
that's my brother-in-law, Tom. Yeah,
great. Like such a cool instructor, because he was definitely taking us with a pinch of salt. He knew that we were just playing toy soldier, but he was great with us and taught us a lot, so much as he could squeeze into the time he had. It was so good.
It was good for him as well, because obviously he's ex-army, former instructor when he demobbed and that, and even afterwards he said to me, he said I'll be brutally honest, I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I actually did enjoy it. He said they were so like really respectful, took what I was saying on board and really engaging. He said I really, really enjoyed myself. He said it was fantastic to do it. So you guys made it as good an event for him as he did for you, so which was great to hear. He was
a really cool dude.
Good stuff.
Yeah, tickets are on sale now. If you want to purchase, then you can head on over to our website. There's links on there. There's also links on our Facebook, on Instagram, everything like that. So if you can't find a link, you can also email us at nofochat@hotmail.com. You can Instagram us on our Instagram of November_Foxtrot_NoFo, or we also have a contact form on our website that you can go, I don't know where the link is on your website.
Hello.
So, and then I will send it to you.
Which is underneath the contact.
Yeah.
If you click on if you click on how to contact us, just carry on scrolling down before you click
just
on
carry on scrolling. It's there.
It's there.
We have actually been selling quite a lot of tickets, so if you are interested in booking, please, I don't want anyone to miss out. We are limited on numbers, mostly just because we don't want to create too much of an impersonal event. So we tried to kind of keep the numbers relatively low for the different groups. So if you do want to book, please consider doing so sort of sooner than later.
Absolutely. Well,
we got
go on.
Sorry, just quickly, there's Buy Me a Coffee. If you are a Buy Me a Coffee subscriber, if you've had your membership for over like 2 months or something like that, just to stop people from just basically buying it straight away, but it makes no sense. We are giving you a discount, and it should have been emailed out to you. So if you are a Buy Me a Coffee subscriber and you haven't had that, let me know before you book, and then we can get that discount over to you as well.
Yeah, happy days.
It's our way of saying thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Definitely worth going to.
Absolutely, yeah. And like they say, this new event we've got bigger and better. I wouldn't say not better things, but we've got bigger things. We've got more opportunities for people to get involved with experiences, if you like. So we've got the vehicle interdiction. It'll be like debussing from vehicles, extracting HVTs, how to use vehicles correctly, cool. Vehicle stops, bits and bobs like that. All very fun, exciting stuff. We've got the JBG boys running the CQB element, as well as a FEWAF, so fighting in woods and forests, and be doing section attacks, patrol orders, hand signalling, things like that. Pushing for an objective, doing all that fun stuff. We've also got the Land Nav Challenge with Mr. Florida.
I'm excited.
Your basic map and compass skills, which is a general life skill. Everyone should be able to know where they are or find where they are if they're lost, without relying on phones and Google Maps and stuff like that.
I definitely am not.
Yeah, I need exactly. Yeah, bare bones.
He will teach you how to use what 3 words correctly.
Yes, he will teach you all these proper.
I was going to mention that as well.
Yeah. And having that guy as a trainer is going to be awesome anyhow.
Experience leader,
as an experience, as a brown owl. It's brown owl, Mr. Florida. Yes,
yeah, our brown owls,
which is going to be absolutely fabulous. And we are sort of talking a night element sort of thing, maybe. But we have to. We've got some more discussions going. If for those that are still standing at the end of the day and aren't knackered and just want to have a beer and a burger, I will be having a beer and a burger. I can.
That's the other thing
at night.
They should know that the social is like one of my favourite parts about coming back into this hobby with you guys, because I almost look forward to the social after the event more than the event sometimes, because it's so cool to be able to just chat to people. Like none of my mates are into this stuff. They listen to me just because they're good mates, but it's so fun just to be able to sit down and it's not all airsoft, but just talking to people that are in the same sort of mindset is so good. Like I didn't appreciate how much I needed it. And the socials are great.
It's good for the soul. It's really good for the soul. Everyone loves a social event and it's nice for us to be able to, at the end of the day, when we're not doing like making sure everything's sort of running as it should be. To be able to sort of like just kick back a bit and chat to everyone who's come along like we did at the first one, get some stories of people what you've done during the day, what best bits and highs and lows and things like that. And thankfully 99% of them were all highs, so hopefully it's going to be the same for the next one. So yes, good stuff.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yes,
if it fails miserably, I had nothing to do with it.
And I didn't say it was good. I just the last one was good.
Yeah.
The last one was great.
It's got nothing to do with NoFo.
No, and it's a good time of year for it as well, because it's going to be nice weather. I might have to invest in a hat and some sun cream though, as much as I don't like it.
It's going to rain now.
Last week.
Yeah, well, I've got my van, so
we'll be CQB in the back of Billy's van.
Yeah.
Billy, I've actually bought you a little present of some sun cream. Just so you. And I've got the organic stuff because I know that we had a conversation about chemicals and stuff like that.
Pause,
I've got you the proper stuff because I saw how pink you got.
Hey, that was my tan. Look, I'm back to white agagen now. Like, don't make me say that was my tan. That's about as good as I.
Yeah, but you've only gone back to white because all the skin's come off. Like,
I did sleep really good because like that definitely took it out of me. But I didn't feel like, I don't know. Yeah, it was. It got me good because Ryan got a cool picture. I got him to send it me on the weekend because I was showing my mates. I was like, he eats those squishy sweets, the red and yellow, red and white sweets, and I just look like that. So it was
nicely done.
Yeah, not a rookie mistake. Yeah.
No, good stuff.
Right, I think that's pretty much the end of the show. But Daniel Brewer said that the intro to MilSim was his first step into MilSim. And he can't wait for Enemy, even spent over on a new GBBR and upgrades and spent a small fortune.
So, nice. That's always a fun time.
That'd be good to look at. Can't wait.
Yes.
Les asked, will there be merch at Enemy? So we will have some stuff. So definitely patches.
No t-shirts. Before you ask.
We will have patches. We will have stickers. We're going to have some special Enemy stickers because we've kind of made the decision that for any NoFo event going forward, we're going to have a unique sticker for that event. Yep. So, for example, we had the Shift Your Riffs one, which we won't be making any more of those again. Will be a completely different style the next one.
Fun way to do it.
Yeah. So what the concept of what we want to do basically is that you can kind of build your like montage of different events and things. And stickers are a nice way of doing that, because I think patches end up on a patch board or on your roof sometimes, and you don't get kind of see them, whereas everyone's got a gun box generally, or a box that they can keep kit in and stuff. So should be good. So yeah, we might have some other stuff. It depends on, to be brutally honest with you, it depends on how well the ticket sales go, because any money that we can make that we can then reinvest and we can buy stuff up front to then sell, we can. If we never have the ability to do that, then we can't, and it's all pre-orders.
Well, definitely, I'll donate some stickers for sure, because I think if everyone gets involved and sends me some cool ideas, we'll make a sticker pack in time and get that up there, because that'll be fun. I think that's a fun heart attack challenge.
Like,
I know.
My stuff.
If they go do serious and funny, and then we can make the best out of everything. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Happy days.
I can't wait to have a look over the next couple of days. But
Stephen says, will there be knobber patches for enemy? I'm sure I can come up with some before that.
We'll sort something
We might
out,
just
don't
have a
worry.
stamp. Just the ink stamp.
Knobber. Does that show that they're in? They're in. Yeah. Get it at the gate is on entry.
Right. I think that's pretty much the end of the show. Billy, thank you ever so much for coming on, mate. Genuinely,
Fabulous. Thank you, sir.
It's been far too long to not have you on.
I know,
because you do some awesome stuff for the community, and I'm so glad that you finally said yes, because I've been pestering you about it for a little while.
Yeah, it's me. I don't not. This is the first time doing this sort of thing, so I hope it went all right.
No, you're
has it been less stressful than you thought?
Professional, sir.
Yeah, because I've forgotten that I was doing it the whole time. I've just been chatting and looking at you guys with nothing else, just you guys. So it's like I'm watching the show, and then I've forgotten all about us being live.
It's just
we've been live to an audience of 40,000.
Yeah, there we go. No, I appreciate it. I generally do. And thanks for everyone, because there's a lot of people that watch this as well that have been great, like to me personally. So like Kenny's been amazing, Oscar's been great, and then you guys have all been great to us. So it's really it's a good group of guys. So should come to the event and get to meet some of us, and hopefully you get the same experience I've had, because it's been really fun.
Oh, bless you, mate.
Thank you. Wicked. Yeah.
No, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And it's
next week on. Sorry, that's throwing me a little bit. I'm like, oh thanks, mate.
Maybe not.
Ooh sound.
Yeah, I've got the ooh sound.
Hang on.
Andy doesn't have access to all the sounds.
I don't have ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, you need to do tacti.
Oh, okay, right, okay. Tacti.
Ooh.
Doodles.
There we go. That might be my new advert.
Join us next week. We're going to be doing a general Q&A, including such questions as why are we called November Foxtrot, which was a question that was asked a while ago on a show that we had a very important guest on and that we didn't want to answer because it's a little bit rude. If you've got any other questions, that you want to ask, please feel free to let us know in advance. You can either do it on our email at nofochat@hotmail.com. Our Instagram is at November_Foxtrot_NoFo, and the website is novemberfoxtrot.co.uk. You can also contact us on our own individual Instagrams at 9volt Airsoft, at _Quartermaster, and at the _punished_1_. Just a reminder to, if you want to enter our little sticker competition, then message Tacticool_Doodles. That's TACTICOOL _Doodles with your submissions of a November Foxtrot related drawing, which will be very entertaining.
Yes,
that's it. I can't wait.
Be so bad.
I might genuinely see if Poppy enters. I might see if she
kids
enters.
Kids drawings are always fun. They're mostly shit, but some of them are right.
I'm sure Billy can probably master drawing 3 circles, because that's where she's at the moment.
Well, it's almost Kenny pretty much, so I'm halfway there. I can draw a Kenny part, so we're getting there.
Mm-hmm. No, Kenny, don't eat the purple ones.
He's like that.
Now you got to unwrap the crayon first, Ken, before you eat it.
Billy, we have a little bit of a habit on the show of ending the show with the chosen final words, which normally we end up talking about stuff afterwards anyway. But if you've got any final words for the show that you'd like to share.
fake it till you make it. That's pretty much I live by that.
There you
So
go.
Beautiful.
Love it.
one gets me out of a lot of shit. So
Couldn't ask
got me a lot
Take that.
as well. So, just keep going.
Cool. On that vote, we will see you next week. We do have the video that we were talking about earlier lined up, which will play after the outro. So if you're keen to watch that, then hang about and you
I
can
want
watch
to watch
that.
it
So in the meantime, have a good week. Stay NoFo and say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Cheers.
Stay NoFo.
Ciao, Bella. And all that fun stuff.
See you
Happy
next week.
Wednesday.
Nothing changes.
Yeah.
Well, that worked well.
Oh, it's playing now. It's playing
Oh, is it?
now.
You turned the screen off. It's gone. Should we have another go?
It's so premature again, Mike. Oh,
we're
no.
still live.
We're still live as
Happy
well.
Wednesday,
We're
everyone.
still live. We're waiting for the video.
Just
couldn't
gone for
get
a
enough
time
of it.
warp. And now we're Q&A now, aren't we?
Yeah.
There you
Time for
go,
the
lovely.
news.
Right, there we go. I'll make us all full screen. There you go.